What if I told you that the check engine light on your dash right now could be gone by tonight? No mechanic, no appointment, no $300 diagnostic fee. Only 5 minutes of your time and could save you thousands of dollars. Number 1. The battery disconnect reset. This is the oldest reset method in the book, and it still works on almost every car ever made. Mechanics call it the hard reboot. And now you'll know how to do it yourself. Here's exactly what to do. Turn off your engine and remove the key. Pop the hood, find your battery, and disconnect the negative terminal. That's the black cable. Now, press and hold your brake pedal for 30 full seconds. Why the brake pedal? Because your car stores leftover electrical charge in its capacitors, even after the battery is disconnected. Pressing the brake drains all of that residual power out of the system. Every last bit. Once you've done that, wait 15 minutes. Then reconnect the battery. You might be wondering, okay, but what actually changed? Everything. You just cleared your car's volatile memory, the short-term data the ECU is holding onto. Fuel trims, idle speed calibration, sensor baselines, all of it wiped. The system will relearn from scratch. You might lose your radio presets or your clock setting. Small price to pay for smoother idle, faster starts, and in a lot of cases, no more warning lights. That's the hard reboot, but the next one doesn't even need you to touch the battery, and on older cars, it's honestly kind of satisfying. Number 2. The ignition key trick. Before scan tools were everywhere, cars had their own built-in diagnostic language. Your ignition key was the translator. Here's how it works. Insert your key and turn it to the on position, but don't start the engine. Do that on-off cycle 3 to 5 times, depending on your vehicle. Then, leave it in the on position and watch your check engine light. Wonder what happens? It blinks in a pattern, like Morse code from your car's computer. 3 blinks, pause, 2 blinks. That's code 32. A direct clue telling you exactly what your system has been hiding. No scanner, no app. Just your key and your eyes. This works especially well on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and older Ford models. It's completely free, takes under a minute, and gives you real diagnostic information that shops would charge you a diagnostic fee to get. But if you want to reset a specific module without touching the battery or losing any of your saved changes, the next method is what you're looking for. Number 3. The fuse pull reset. Think of this one as a surgical reboot. Instead of wiping everything, you're just targeting one system at a time. Open your fuse box, usually found under the hood or beneath the dash. Look for fuses labeled ECM, PCM, or TCU. These control your engine, powertrain, and transmission modules directly. Gently pull those fuses out and leave them out for 10 to 15 minutes. Then plug them back in. This is different from the battery disconnect method, because this is more precise. You reset only the systems you need to reset. Your radio presets stay, your seat memory stays, your clock stays. Just the targeted module gets wiped and relearned. It's clean, specific, and smart. One important note: always photograph your fuse box layout before you pull anything. Pulling the wrong fuse can disable other systems, and you'll want a reference to put everything back correctly. If these resets are already saving you money, hit that subscribe button right now, because what's coming next is dealership-level stuff that most people pay serious money for. Number 4. Escaping limp mode. Your car suddenly feels weak. It won't rev past 3,000 RPM. You press the gas and nothing happens the way it should. That's limp mode, your engine's emergency self-protection protocol. It kicks in when a sensor fails, when the computer detects something wrong with the transmission or engine. It's your car protecting itself. But here's where it gets frustrating. Sometimes even after you've fixed the problem, the car stays stuck in limp mode. It just won't come out, because the fault code is still sitting in memory. The physical problem is gone, but the digital record of it is still there. A battery disconnect or fuse pull reset clears that record, and your car comes back to life. This works particularly well on Nissan, Volkswagen, and BMW vehicles. But never reset to hide a real problem. Only do this once the actual fault is repaired. A reset should be a solution, not a cover-up. Once your power is back and your car is running right, The next reset teaches your transmission to shift like it just rolled off the assembly line. Number 5. Transmission Shift Point Reset. Your transmission is a learner. Over months and years of driving, the transmission control module adapts to your habits. Aggressive starts, slow cruising. It memorizes all of it and adjusts its shift points accordingly. But this later turns into a problem. That learned behavior can make your shifts feel sluggish, jerky, or unpredictable, especially if you've recently changed your driving style or had any work done. Here's how to reset it. Turn the key to On, Engine Off. Press the gas pedal all the way to the floor and hold it there for 10 seconds. While still holding it, turn the key off, release the pedal, wait 2 minutes. Wonder what this does? You told the transmission to forget everything it learned and start over. It'll relearn fresh, like the car just came off the lot. Shifts become snappier, response feels cleaner. This works especially well on Nissan, Mercedes, and GM vehicles. Number 6. Throttle Position Sensor Reset. If your car jerks when you press the gas, or hesitates when you try to accelerate from a stop, the issue might not be mechanical at all. It might be your throttle position sensor drifting out of calibration. The TPS tells your ECU exactly how far you've pressed the pedal. But over time, the baseline reading shifts. The car starts misinterpreting light pressure as heavy pressure, or vice versa. And you feel it in how the car responds. Here's how to fix it. Key to On, don't start the engine. Wait 2 seconds. Press the gas pedal fully to the floor and release it 5 times in a row. Wait 10 seconds. Then start the engine. That almost seems too simple. So does it actually work? It absolutely does, especially on Toyota, Honda, and Nissan models. You'll feel the difference immediately. Throttle response sharpens, idle smooths out, the hesitation disappears. Honestly, this might be the fastest improvement you've ever made to a car. But here's the thing. Once you wipe a car's memory, you also erase its habits, and you have to teach it how to breathe again. That's exactly what the next section is about. Number 7. Idle relearn after reset. After any major reset, don't be surprised if your car idles rough. It might shake a little. Revs might feel off. It could even stall at a stop. This is normal, and it's fixable. Your ECU just forgot its idle settings. It needs to relearn them. Here's the process. Start the car with no AC, no accessories, nothing extra. Let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes. Then turn the AC on and let it idle another 5 minutes. Finally, take a slow, gentle 10-minute drive. Now you might wonder why you can't just drive it hard right away and let it figure it out. This is because the ECU needs low-demand conditions to accurately log airflow, fuel trim, and timing. Push it too hard, too fast, and it'll learn incorrect baselines. Give it a slow, quiet relearn, and the settings it locks in will be accurate and stable. Patience here builds precision. Once your idle settles, it's time to deal with the most stubborn light on most dashboards. Number 8. TPMS Reset. That little tire pressure warning light is one of the most annoying things on a modern dashboard, because it doesn't always mean your tires are actually low. TPMS sensors can misread pressure after temperature swings, sending false alerts that just won't clear on their own. Here's the fix. Inflate all 4 tires to the correct pressure. Check your door jamb sticker for the exact number. Turn the ignition on. Don't start. Press and hold the TPMS reset button under the dash until the light blinks 3 times. Release it. Then drive for 10 minutes at 30 miles per hour or faster. And if the light stays on after all that, then you likely have a faulty sensor, which is common after a few years of wear. But the reset eliminates the false positive first, so you know exactly what you're dealing with before spending money on sensors. And while we're clearing lights from your dash, the next one is one that confuses drivers constantly. Number 9. Maintenance light reset without tools. A lot of drivers see the maintenance required light and immediately assume something is broken. It's not. This light is just a timer, a built-in reminder for routine services like oil changes. It doesn't know if the oil was actually changed, it just counts miles. And you can reset it yourself in under 60 seconds. On most Toyota models, here's how. Turn the key to on. Don't start the car. Press and hold the trip meter button. Turn the key off. Keep holding. Turn it back on while watching the display. So what happens to the display? The dashes start counting down, and then it hits zeros and the light disappears. Number 10. OBD2 Scanner. For under $20, a basic OBD2 scanner can do everything a shop's diagnostic tool does. You plug it into the port under your dash, usually just below the steering column, and it reads every code stored in your car's memory. Or go to Bluetooth. Apps like OBD Link LX or Fixed connect directly to your phone and give you live sensor data, freeze frame reports, and full maintenance logs. You see a code like P0455, that's a loose gas cap. P0300, that's a misfire. P0131, O2 sensor. You look it up, fix the cause, clear the code. It provides real value here, beyond just reading codes. It provides control. Once you know what the light means, you decide what happens next. You don't walk into a shop already confused and vulnerable. You walk in knowing exactly what the code says, what caused it, and what it should cost to fix. That changes the entire conversation. These aren't just tricks, they're the foundation of understanding how your car actually works. So, which one of these resets are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video saved you some dollars, subscribe and share it with every driver you know.